Well, hello, my magical friends, Witchful Ways with another podcast episode. We are on day 3 of our 7 days of self-care, and I hope that you are enjoying it so far. So today we're going to talk about trying something new and different to care for yourself. Yesterday, we talked about getting started. Well, the other day we talked about getting started with self-care. Yesterday, I shared ways to get started with self-care. Creating habits and adding activities to your calendar are going to help to increase your chances of sticking to your new routine. Another way to keep things interesting is to treat yourself to things you've always wanted to do. So adding new and exciting experiences to your self-care routine is going to be like giving yourself a little gift every single day. And it's a great way to stay motivated to do things to care for yourself. So how about pampering? Who doesn't like pampering, right? Taking physical care of yourself in pampering ways makes us feel good. Girl, I know that. Pampering is a go-to for me when it comes to my self-care routine, like pedicures. But here's the thing is, I don't go out of my house to do them a lot. I do my own self-care rituals here. And when I say pedicure, I mean, I'm doing my own foot soak and, using the foot tools and the special lotions and, things like that to really pamper myself, but I do it myself. But that doesn't mean that you can't go out and do a routine at the spa, right? So think of something that you've never done before, and it doesn't have to be expensive. A small act of indulgence can have the same effect as a huge, extravagant, expensive one, right? Maybe consider scheduling a manicure if you've never had one, or a bubble bath with candles can be very soothing. And if it's something that you don't do very often, right? If your budget's going to allow it, again, maybe a spa day with a friend would rejuvenate your body, mind, and spirit. For myself, again, I kind of do those days where once every few months I have to schedule I'm off day, right? I turn my phone sounds off. I block out time on my calendar for some serious recharge action. And then I give my hubster, he's amazing, but give my family a list of things that they can do to help support me in my personal retreat time. Right? So if I say, you know what, I'm going to go take a bubble bath with candles, maybe again, do my, at home pedicure or my nails or whatever, and I get several hours of uninterrupted craft time for myself, painting or reading or writing or whatever it is. And you're going to find out that there's a pattern with some of your self-care routines. Right? Like I do my nails as like a quick pick-me-up. So if I'm doing, painting my nails, it's a quick pick-me-up. But when I take out the foot spa and the scrubs and the lotions, it makes it a little bit more extra special. Sometimes it's hard to go, you know what can I do here to make myself feel extra special? And then you realize that sometimes it really doesn't take that much, right? Maybe an extravagant, lotion. If you spend a little and buy a luxurious lotion that you just really love the smell of, or you received one as a gift, right? And you take your time to take your bath and then put that on as part of your self-care routine. It makes it special. And it subconsciously links to, this is a recharge of myself. This brings me energies, right? When you put it on, as compared to your regular old lotion that you put on every other day. Because Lord knows, right? When you buy that expensive stuff, you use it sparingly. So almost everything will work again if you unplug it for a few minutes and plug it back in. And that includes you, along with computers and everything else, right? So the other thing is, let's celebrate today. So most of us, we don't buy ourselves presents very often, or we don't give ourselves little treats very often. And you can change that starting right now. Number 1, think of something within your budget that you've been wanting for a while now. And number 2, give yourself permission to buy it. Maybe that's a fancy, pair of shoes that you had your eye on, or a cell phone upgrade that would make your life easier. Whatever it is, or again, a luxurious bath bomb, or, a soap, or that trendy shampoo you've been wanting to try, whatever it is. Giving yourself one gift, no matter how small, can be a boost to your self-worth. For me, buying a new pen, I'm a pen addict. I love pens, right? Like, that's a little boost to myself. As women, we tend to spend a lot of time, energy, and money on the people that we care about and we love, right? We got no problem buying stuff for our kids or for the person that we love, right? Our spouse, our partner. But make sure that you put yourself on that list as well, because you should be on that list. And again, self-care doesn't have to be on a grand scale, right? Even the littlest, tiniest gestures can be the most meaningful. Indulging in a small, free or low-cost treats even will help spoil yourself more often. So what is some of the little things that you've never done for yourself that you can start adding to your life today? Have you ever bought yourself flowers? That could be amazing. You'll get a boost every time you see that bouquet on your table or your desk or wherever you put it. Or maybe there's a favorite food item that you have that you only have on special occasions. So why not make one day a week a little more special by trying a new version of it? Commit maybe yourself to taste a new truffle each week at your favorite chocolate shop, maybe. Get creative with it. Remember to pick things that you can find fun and that you really enjoy. So we also have to remember that we need to be working on self-care of our brain as well, right? So we looked into new ways of self-practice, of self-care of your physical, right, kind of self, and your mental kind of self. But what about caring for your brain as well? And I think we've probably all seen the commercials and everything else that say, a good brain teaser, right? That keeps you sharp. Particularly logic puzzles, right? Those kind of things. Several books of puzzles. I have tons of, like, Sudoku to me is a brain puzzle. There's a bunch of there's so many different apps out there and things that you can find for free. Just that you can sometimes before bed or while you're waiting somewhere in line or at the doctor's office or whatever, pull them up on your phone and work through them. They feed that analytical side of your brain in a way that's harmless and it's fun, and it doesn't require you to do any real deep thinking or strategizing, right? You can pull them out and do them with ease pretty much any time. Don't do things that you find frustrating, right? Don't pick a puzzle like a mystery buff thing or something like that where you get frustrated with it. This is finding something that you can work through them, that you enjoy doing, right? Maybe instead that's crafting. If you love to color or write or scrapbook or, crochet or whatever it is, stamping, whatever else you can do, it's a creative outlet. And it exercises your brain in completely different ways from logical puzzles that you may have. And that may give you that peacefulness that's hard to find in other activities, right? A lot of people really enjoy adult coloring books. And they don't have to be adult coloring books. Color, your kid's Disney princess book. And also finding something that is new for you to learn. Continuously learning keeps your brain sharp, right? I always say, I don't know where I ever got it from, but I always say, like, you put a new wrinkle in your brain, right? If you learn something, when I tell somebody something and they go, oh my gosh, I never learned that. I'm totally going to use that. That's totally helping me. I'm glad I put a new wrinkle in your brain, right? So making sure that we are always learning something, whether that's about ourselves, our surroundings, how to do something, enjoying, again, just in the moment. Okay, so let's talk about today's journal prompt then. Adding new experiences to your self-care routine keeps things interesting and can also help make them more meaningful. The novelty of it is also going to expand your world and enrich your life. And plus, it's a whole lot of fun, right, to do those kind of things. So let's talk about your journal prompt for today. The journal prompt is, what things are luxurious feeling for you? Where can you give yourself reason to celebrate more? And how do you pamper yourself right now? Those are your journal prompts. Okay, that's it for today. We will see you tomorrow for day 4. Have a wonderfully magical rest of your day.